is Slovenia. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you everything you need to know before visiting this stunning country, including the things to do whilst you're there, all the activities and excursions, and how you can make the most out of your 4-day trip. I will also be talking about the places you can visit and be sharing the links for the activities down below and in a QR code. I will be sharing a hotel that is perfect for your stay, the food and information about that, currency information, as well as transport. So please do make sure to subscribe to our channel. We are quite a small channel, so every subscriber makes a huge difference, and do ask any questions down below. Where is Slovenia? Slovenia is actually a small country in Central Europe. It has a population of about 2 million people, and it's known for beautiful mountains, caves, and the famous Lake Bled. If you're flying to Slovenia, you're most likely going to be flying to Ljubljana, which is the capital city, and then most likely going to be getting the bus to Lake Bled if you're staying there. The buses are quite affordable here. They're about €5, and you can also get taxis, but buses are more affordable. Another way to get to Lake Bled is actually by doing a tour trip from Ljubljana to Lake Bled, and here is a QR code if you wish to book this trip. This is something we did. It saved us time, and also we got guided tour of both the places, and we just put our bags in the bus, and the people who were running the tour were absolutely fine with that. So we didn't have to worry about getting a bus, and we explored the capital city and got taken to Lake Bled. Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, is often described as a hidden gem in Europe. People visit it because it combines the charm of a small walkable city with the cultural richness of a capital. The Ljubljana River runs through the city, lined with cafes and crossed by picturesque bridges like the Triple Bridge that you can find here as well. As we joined the tour after we landed in this beautiful country, we had a lot of free time to walk around the city center, the town square. We got an opportunity to go to some amazing chocolate stores. We got some pastries and just enjoyed wandering around the city center and eating lots of amazing food. There is some excellent local cuisine with influences from Italian, Austrian, and the Balkan traditions as well. There was also a local market where you could find some amazing fresh fruit. There was a place with fresh flowers, and there were just lots of local stalls there, and the prices were actually quite affordable as well, which we were quite surprised about, with this being a capital city and also just Slovenia. We were really impressed with the market they had right in the middle of the city center. Ljubljana Castle, a medieval fortress on a hill above the city, offering panoramic views and cultural exhibitions. You can hike up here, or you can take a funicular. We actually didn't have enough time to do this, but we would definitely recommend it if you have some time on your hand. This is a great way to get amazing views of the city down below. In terms of food, we went to a place called Shahzada, and this place offered falafels, pizzas, kebabs, wraps. We had an amazing time just sitting here and having a snack. The city itself is very green. It is actually one of Europe's greenest capitals. The city centre is largely car-free, and Tivoli Park actually provides a vast green escape right into town. These are just some of the reasons why Ljubljana is so special. So let's talk about the currency. Slovenia uses the euro as its official currency. It adopted the euro in 2007, replacing the former Slovenian tolar. So if you visit, you can use the same money as in most of the European Union countries that are part of the Eurozone. As I said earlier, you can use this QR code to book your trip from Ljubljana to Lake Bled, as that is something we did, and they will actually drop you off in Lake Bled, and then you're free to go to your hotel, or you can actually just walk around and stay with the tour guide. Let's move on to the hotel we stayed in. So we really recommend staying at the Hotel Park. This is a hotel that we decided to stay in, and this is truly one of the most beautiful hotels we have stayed in. This was our room, very comfortable and with amazing views. The most special part about this room is actually the views itself. Just imagine waking up and having a look at this view. The first thing you see in the morning is the beautiful castle and Lake Bled. There is just literally nothing that tops it, and you can see from here how close this hotel is, literally a few steps away from the Lake Bled itself. Top this up, they have one of the most beautiful spa areas that I have ever seen. They have lots of lockers. They have an absolute humongous swimming pool. It is a great decent sized swimming pool, and again, the best part is actually the views that come with the swimming pool. This is the terrace of the spa area. Again, you can see amazing views of Lake Bled, the castle. It just is so stunning and beautiful that you never want to just move away. You want to take every moment in. They have amazing saunas. It's absolutely amazing. They are so big, and the view from the sauna area is also great, and we just really enjoyed spending our time here. Only the views, but the breakfast in this hotel is truly scrumptious. Chances are, if you're going to want to save money, then you are going to want to be full for as long as you can during the day, and that requires a hearty breakfast. So in this video now, you'll be able to see a breakfast option that you get by staying at the Hotel Park. They do so many different hot options, cold options. They do really freshly made crepes, waffles, and an egg station, and they also have many more other options as well. Wanting to stay here for half board, then that's also an option. So we did half board at this hotel, again to save money and also for more convenience. So we had dinner and breakfast included with our stay. Dinner was changing every night, so they had different variety and options. I really liked how they did amazing desserts, and we often got ice cream and went out and on a night stroll with that as well. In terms of the distance between the hotel and the bus station, it's literally a 5-minute walk, and this is probably where you're going to be picked up for your daily excursions, or if you're just looking for a bus from Lake Bled to somewhere else. On day 2 then, so after spending day 1 in Ljubljana, we went on an amazing day trip. And if you're going to book one day trip when you are in Slovenia, then this one has to be the one. In fact, this has actually been awarded as travelers' favorite day trip. So I've put the link down below, and I'm also going to be putting the QR code here again so you can book it. This is a 10-hour day trip from Lake Bled, taking you around the beautiful spots in Slovenia, led by a local who knows the best spots in Slovenia. We started off by a 10 to 15 minute hike. There were a couple other people in our tour, which was actually okay. There were only about 5 other people, and that was great, which meant that we could also get a chance to speak to the tour guide and make the most of it. So we started off with this waterfall place where we were given more information. We then did a hike back down and then made our way to this beautiful turquoise color lake with amazing backdrops of the mountains. It was just so surreal to see this in person, and we cannot believe that Slovenia is such an underrated country when it has amazing places like this. There were some warning signs for snakes there, but I can assure you we saw none on our trip, and the tour guide did say that they are always vigilant and looking out for any danger, which made us feel really safe. We got back into our small minibus then and made our way to our next destination with amazing views on our drive there. And this was another lake where we could see lots of mountains in the backdrop, and then there was also the reflection in the turquoise color lake. Now, I don't actually quite remember the names of all these locations, but as I said, I have put the tour link down below. They were all equally breathtaking, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name because I am going to get it wrong. So I am just going to leave it down below so you can have a read and have a look at it in case you want to do this on your own. Now, the good thing about going to this as a tour, as a day trip, is that you don't have to worry about the driving. You don't have to worry about finding these different places, and you have a local person who gives you all the information that you need. So after lakes, it was time for caves, and this is where we got taken to a famous lake where we actually got to walk through it, and our guide had a flashlight with him, and again really led us, as you can see him there, kind of leading the walk and just ensuring that we are safe. We had great views of the canyon down below before we got to have a stopover and have some lunch in a nearby village. Again, absolutely stunning, literally looks like a place, a village in Switzerland. And again, I just cannot believe that Slovenia has such amazing hidden gems. Next part of our trip included another hike. So this one was a 20 to 25 minute hike, again quite moderate, quite easy to moderate, and was led by our tour guide. We walked over some amazing bridges, we came across some amazing sights of just turquoise color water. We saw mini waterfalls as well on our way, and really having a look at the amazing watercolor everywhere we went. It really was so therapeutic and so calming. So if you're really thinking of doing a day trip, as I said before, make sure to do this one. It is one of the best day trips we've ever done, and I really like how they keep it very personable and never take on more than 8 people on this tour. So this is really where we ended up. We could actually swim here. The tour guide did say we could, but it was a particularly cold day, so we decided not to. Make sure you wear sensible shoes and don't do what my husband did there. So make sure you bring some hiking shoes with you for comfort. Now, there is another opportunity for you to swim in the other stop here, which is a second last stop, and this one again has a beautiful bridge on crystal clear water, and you can swim here. It's more shallow, it's more safer, so don't feel that you have to swim in the other location. This is a perfect opportunity for you to swim, and this is where most of our tour people actually swam. The last stop is actually by another lake, which is actually where you cross the border to Italy. And here apparently this goat has some lucky charms, so if you touch it, apparently it gives you some luck, or at least that's what our tour guide said. And here you can again get a snack, you can have a seat, or you just walk around the lake as well, and you have some free time to really take it all in. Day 3, after an exciting second day, we actually decided to wake up and spend some time in the beautiful spa area of our hotel. It's also really important to have a rest when you're on holiday, and especially when you have a spa like this, we just did not want to waste our time and also not make the most use of this beautiful hotel facilities. So we spent our time just swimming, having a bit of a swim, and just spending some time in the sauna and really just refreshing ourselves before spending the third day locally, which is around Lake Bled. You can also book a massage if you really wanted. We decided not to do that because we had lots planned for this day. So we started off by actually renting a boat, which is something you can do as well, and you can row it yourself. Now you can rent a boat where you have someone row it for you, but we wanted the extra thrill, so we decided to do it ourselves. And as you can see here, it is a bit of a struggle, and you are going to need to use a bit more energy than what you just saw there. So do make sure that you have all your protein that morning, because you are going to need to do a good job of rowing this boat, and it is not easy. So you will need to be you might just need a bit of practice at it. As you can see, with a bit of practice you get used to it. And the best part is, if you do this, you can actually get off and go on the island as well, which is in the middle of the lake. Now you do have to pay a charge when you get off there, so it's really optional. We decided not to get off our boat, and we just decided to row the boat and take in the scenery and enjoy the time we had, and we decided against getting off the island. After spending 1 hour rowing the boat on Lake Bled, we then walked around our hotel, and that's also where you get the boat from as well. Literally, as you come out of the hotel, you find it there. We then decided to eat the famous Bled cake. Now, if you don't know what the Bled cake is, then I highly recommend you search it up. But just to give you a bit of a hint, this is one of the most famous cakes in Lake Bled and Slovenia, so you really need to try it. And actually, you need to try it at the hotel park, because that's where it originated from. After having some cake and getting some energy back, we decided to do the hike around Lake Bled. This is a easy 3.7 miles hike, which is around Lake Bled, and you can start from the hotel park itself at a leisurely pace with photo stops. You can really expect to spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours doing this hike, and if you walk briskly without many stops, then it can actually be done in 1 hour. It's very very easy, it's mostly flat, and it is a very well maintained path as well. You can get water whilst you're walking. There are free water stops as well, so you don't have to worry about that. There are also some places where you can sit and have some food, and you can read a book, or you can actually swim here as well. Again, this is a free thing to do. So really, on our third day, we didn't spend literally any really money apart from renting the boat and getting the Bled cake. Most of the activities we did were free, and they were absolutely stunning. It was so lovely to see the famous castle really from all different angles, the famous church as well, and also getting to swim in Lake Bled too. That's it. That was our 4 days in Lake Bled and Slovenia. We of course still have so much more explore in Slovenia, and that's why we thought about doing a separate list for you, including other activities and things you can do. So some of the other things that you can do is you can actually go up to Bled Castle. You can do a hike here for panoramic views. You can go to St. Martin's church. You can even do lots of other hikes, which includes going to Winter Gorge, which is the place that I showed you earlier where I said you can swim. You can go on adventures. You can do cycling around Lake Bled. You can do rafting. You can do zip lining. There are lots of other activities you can do as well, and you can actually book them using the Get Your Guide links that I have put down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know I must have missed something, so do make sure to ask questions down in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And please do subscribe to our channel, as it makes a huge difference to us, and do make sure to watch our other videos. Can't wait to see you in the next one.